Miss Crip Mac, on hood. What's happening? Shout out PIPERBOY Williams, your verified source, battle rap and entertainment on hood.
Listen to me, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk to y'all real quick. Hold on for a minute, wait a minute. What's the hold on, wait? Shout out to John. Shout out to John. He ended up putting out a blog, you know, and he's kind of addressing the media, you know what I mean? He's talking about the media, he's talking about, you know, the event he put together with Mr. Fab, and he don't understand why people are mad and or even talking about this if they didn't pay for the event, and he trying to put all the blame on Mr. Fab. He like, yo, shout out to OTFMZ. You know what I mean? They put out Mr. Fab's statement, and Mr. Fab is taking all the blame. This is your collaborative effort to John. Wait a minute. Like you saying, John, you saying like, yo, this is a collaborative effort between me and, you know, Mr. Fab, and a collaborative effort, right? This is both of y'all. It's not just Mr. Fab taking the blame. Like, you got to take some of this blame too. You know what I mean? Like, you got people flying out. They see, a lot of people may not know who Mr. Fab is. You know what I'm saying? Or they may not know him like in battle rap, like all that. You know what I'm saying? When they see Bullpen Battle League, that's what they trust. You know, I don't know. That's what I look at. That's probably that's what I trust. Bullpen Battle League. I don't trust Mr. Fab. I don't know him. Wait a minute. Trust John. You know what I'm saying? I did. You know what I mean? Now, like, and I know you mad, like, yo, people were talking about this and, you know, they ain't even pay for the event. I'm not paying for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for the event because y'all got battles that don't be happening. You know, and you got to think about the blog you just put out. He took it down, you know what I mean? Or he put it on private. I don't know why he put it on private. He put it on private. I think he made a couple mistakes in the blog, right? So you trying to break down, John. Listen to this. Listen to me for a minute, John. You breaking down like why certain people didn't show up to the event, right? You talk about the event previously. You talk about like, yo, Ease, you know, he couldn't show up. You know, he let me know like a few days before he couldn't show up. And then, you know, this person, you know, I had a issue with, you know, and I'm on the phone and, you know what I'm saying, JC, and you know what I mean? Like he can't, like he's having an issue and I'm looking online at the flights and there's a problem. Why are you not telling everybody this? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you not telling everybody, okay, well, Ease ain't gonna be here. He ain't about to be at this event. Why are you not saying like JC probably not gonna be at this event? Why are you not saying that ahead of time? You know what I mean? And then you naming like the issue you had with Charlie Clips, right? You saying like Charlie Clips, he couldn't, you know what I mean? You trying to get in touch with him. It was an issue with you getting a touch with him or something like that. Then like he didn't know which airport he was gonna be at, and you know what I mean? You send him money, you can't get in touch with him, you know what I mean? You ain't really hearing from. But it's like, if you don't even know if this dude gonna show up to the event, you know what I mean? Like, shouldn't you, like, if you do not know definitely this dude is gonna show, why am I doing this? If you don't know if he's not gonna show up to that event, you probably shouldn't be marketing it as he's gonna be at the event. You know what I mean? And then you got like a situation like you talking about the Calico, right? You're talking about, yo, Calico said there's an issue with his flight, and you know what I'm saying? I'm just telling him to go holler at him, and you know what I mean? And it's just like, yo, it's like a lot of miscommunication. There's issues and that. So what? So you got us still thinking that Calico is gonna be at the event. You marketing Calico's gonna be at the event. That's what you marketing. You know what I mean? Like, you're marketing Calico. You're marketing like all these battles. Charlie Clips, all these battles. You didn't, and then like, you knowing some of these things are gonna happen before this latest event, you jacked the price up $20. You know what I mean? This is why people have a problem right now. You know, it's not like people just want to go at your John and Don or go at the Bullpen Battle. This ain't what people trying to do. You know what I mean? If anything, like, all I've been hearing, like, all year, like, yo, Bullpen, like, they've been on one. They've been having dope events. People rocking with the Bullpen. That's what I'm hearing from people. I'm not hearing, like, yo, Bullpen trash. They trying to have events. They trying to have URL artists on there. That ain't really what I'm hearing. You know, or even when I listen, I hear some media talking about it, they giving you a lot of praise. And you even saying, like, you felt like, you know, you was in the running for being league owner of the year. This is what you saying. You know, so I don't know. I don't get what the issue is. Like, I think you just, and then you saying like, yo, you're the one that lost. You ain't at a loss, John. Y'all just got people for $60 for that pay-per-view. You did. And then people with the door money. You know what I mean? Like, what is you at a loss of? If anything, you putting all the blame on Mr. Fab. What are you losing right now? That's what I'm trying to figure. Oh, you talking about, oh, well, you had to like put up some money for something. This is this is a collaborative effort between you and Mr. Fab. You know what I mean? Like, it's all I'm saying. Like, this ain't like we ain't just saying this out of nowhere. You having events and people not showing up. You know what I mean? You obviously have an issue with Clips because he ain't showing up. You know what I mean? Whatever issue going on with him, I don't know what's going on with Clips. He can show up to Wild 'N Outside. I mean, I don't know if that's still going on. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? But some reason he ain't showing up to these bullpen events and you keep booking him. So, like, yeah, I'm going to think, like, what? Is he just using his name at this point? You know what I mean? And just, you know he ain't going to show. You know there's going to be an issue. The way you talked in that blog, and I don't know if that's probably why you took it down. You know what I mean? It's like you were unsure of a lot leading up into the event. You know what I mean? 2 days to 3 days prior of the event with some of these artists. You were, like, unsure whether or not things are going to go through all the way. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think down in the comment section below. I know you want to be one of the top leagues. John. Let URL do that on Gnome. Or a big card. You know what I'm saying? A Summer Madness or something like that. And we find out Beasley or Smack or one of them knew an artist wasn't going to be there. Or there was an issue with an artist being there. You know what I'm saying? Or a potential issue with an artist being there. And they still marketed as the artist was going to be there. Jacked up the price. The artist didn't show up. You know what I mean? Like, we be going crazy. You know Ease ain't going to be there. He ain't going to show up to the event. You know what I'm saying? You know this days ahead of time. It's another event. Days ahead of time. You know this. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Shout out to John. To me, it looks like, you know, and then you want people to support. Like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? You want people to spend the money and support. Why? Like, this is why, like, I'm bootleg gang this year. Wait a minute. I'm on Discord. I'm on Reddit. I'm on everything. A bootleg. A bootleg. I'll support, you know what I'm saying? Like, if, you know what I mean? If I know for sure people gonna show up to the event. And then you hear, like, I think you said something like, yo, you couldn't get in touch with Clips. This is at another event. You couldn't get in touch with Clips. And then you had to, like, call Chef Trez, and then Chef Trez told you he wasn't going to be there. But you still marketed it. Come on, John, what is it? Wait a minute, Mr. Fab, stop trying to take all the blame. Both of y'all is at fault. Yeah, Mr. Fab going to take all the blame. He ain't got to live in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? That you are, like, you making, like, this is a lot of your bread and butter. You throwing a lot of events every year, right? You know what I mean? Your brand is on a, Mr. Fab don't care. He could throw an event, like, once every 5 years. A collaborative effort. Use your brand, pull some shady stuff. You know what I mean? And then, like, you the one that's hung out to dry in the end. You talking about, like, yo, oh, well, I got to get prepared for a battle. And I got, like, you know, and I got other battles that's coming up. I got a battle, and I got a battle. If it's this much going on, don't do the event. Don't try to stretch yourself to do the event with Mr. Fab, if that's the case. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Like, when I listened to that blog, I thought I was going to hear something profound, like, groundbreaking, like, oh, man, like he's black. And then you saying stuff like, oh, well, the bloggers, they don't know nothing. They just cut the camera on. They don't know business. We know a lot of business mistakes y'all making. Because if y'all wasn't making these business mistakes, we wouldn't be saying nothing. You wouldn't have had to do a blog. You know what I'm saying? And then you trying to run down, like, try to make things make sense, and it makes even less sense than what you thought in your mind that it made. Hey, you knowing days before somebody, you having a problem getting in touch with somebody. You know days before that somebody then backed out of a battle. You know days before all of that. John, you know Calico ain't got no plane. You know he ain't got no plane ticket. You know this. And this is like, if you look at the whole card, I'm looking at Calico and Pass. If that ain't the main event, I don't know what is. You know what I mean? You know Calico has an issue getting on the plane or getting a ticket. You know what I mean? And you didn't think to hit. You talking about, oh, well, yeah, just hit him up. Why don't you hit Mr. Fab? Like, Mr. Fab, this is a collaborative effort. My brand is on the line. What is going on with Calico's ticket? You know what I mean? Like, this needs to be fixed and corrected. And y'all jacked the price up. You know what I'm saying? From $40 to $60 or something like that. I don't know. I ain't pay out. I was bootleg. Shout out. You know what I mean? But y'all done jacked the price up. So it's like, you know, a lot of this is not making sense, and this don't. And then you had the one rounder situation, but now this is like, come on, bro, this is too much. With like 5 battles, like, you know what I mean. The past couple events, you had like 5 battles that didn't happen. People flying out there, like, yeah, y'all got like frequent flyer miles and all that. You know what I mean? Some people, they may have, you know, took off of work and, you know, they may have really wanted to see Calico or really wanted to see Pass or really wanted to see Clips or, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. You know, really wanted to see Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty's been making headlines all year. You know what I mean? Maybe really wanted to see him. And then people talk about Rum Nitty ain't even get paid. You know what I mean? Or he ain't have a flight and he ain't, like, what is this, bruh? This is why we saying something. You know what I mean? That's all I want to say. This ain't no hate John the Don, but if y'all, and then you know what will happen, John? You will throw another event, book Clips again, and be like, oh, well, like, cause he didn't show up in the last, we booking him again. Have everybody hoping that Clips is a view king. He is. If Clips is on the card, you know what I'm saying, or a battle, he's going to get views. If he's going to get views, that means he generates interest. If he generates interest, he generates money. You know what I'm saying? You could use his money to his brand to sell pay-per-views. You know what I mean? That's what this is the issue. You know what I mean? If Clips ain't gonna show up and he ain't gonna do no battle on Bullpen Battle League event, if there's an issue, stop booking him. You know what I mean? Or if you doing a collaborative effort and the other person can't hold up their end of the bargain, drop the event. We ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? We had some issues. We're gonna do an event. The event's not happening. Book everybody else on something else. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. The business owner, you know what I'm saying? The non-business owner that don't know nothing. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying what it is. Shout out to John the Don. I understand you're frustrated. You want to put the blame on everybody. This is part of your event. I don't know who Mr. Fab is all like that. I know he was trying to get in battle rap before he had an event, and he battled Arsenal and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then every once in a while he tried to get back into battle rap. But you're here to stay. You know what I mean? And this is your brand at work. You know, and we seeing all of this. So yeah, you got to make a blog. You got to talk about it. Bloggers all talking. They lighten up. What is going on, John? Like, this person ain't showing up, and this person saying they ain't got a flight. This person saying they ain't got a deposit. This person saying this and that, and this and that, and this and that. The price is going up on the pay-per-view and all this is going, like, that's what people are mad about. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to John. I get it. I understand. But I got to talk. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm cool with people, at the end of the day, this channel is about the viewers. You know what I mean? So I could be cool. It ain't just saying John. I could be cool with somebody, but I will sell you out for my viewers. I'm saying what it is. Wait a minute. They watch. You know what I mean? Not that I'm selling y'all. You know what I'm saying? I would just say everything for the viewers. You know what I mean? They're the ones that watch. They're the engine, the drive behind the channel. It's not me calling you saying like, why don't people like call you behind this? Why are we gonna call you when we seeing this? You know what I mean? I'm literally seeing like a person not showing up, a person getting booked again, the person not showing up again, Calico talking about he ain't got a flight. Like I'm literally seeing all of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing the price go up and all that. Like, why am I going to book you? I'm sorry, call you so you could, like, get on the phone and then you could placate me and then I may not want to do a blog. You know what I'm saying? And talk about it. Like, what people are asking me to talk about or what I see going on. Like, no. Sometimes, like, you know what I mean? Things happen and people need to talk. I got to light up. Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something like this. You know what I mean? But shout out to John the Don. I heard you had some good battles on there. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of looking for Vixen and Yoshi. You know what I'm saying? Vixen and Yoshi and Calico and Pass. You know, but I didn't see that when I seen the Vixen and Yoshi, the bootleg. Sorry, John, I'm sorry. But y'all have battlers that show up to the event. I'm paying. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else, I'm paying. But if this is a track record, I gotta be a fool. I would rather buy Mortal Kombat again. Spider-Man 2, another game. Than to take a risk. You know what I'm saying? Because this is becoming a risk. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I think you I don't know. Like it was too many like issues with that blog. Maybe that's why it's on private. Maybe you're gonna say, oh, it's got to be monetized, and I don't think that's what it is. It was too many issues in that blog. People starting to pick it apart, you know, and you put it on private. You know, just be honest. Be like, man, I made a mistake. You know what I mean? Like you and Mr. Fab still got fat pockets off of this. You know what I mean? I'm sure. Like what? Yeah, come on, bro. You know what I mean? What'd you lose? You know what I mean? You ain't have to pay Clips his other half. You ain't have to pay. They ain't have to pay Rum Nitty nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even show up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know if he had a flight. They talking about he ain't got a flight. Did he have a? Y'all ain't have to pay for his flight. Calico ain't have a flight. You know what I'm saying? Calico ain't get his second half. Y'all got all the pay-per-view money. Y'all got all the door money. What did y'all lose? It's the fans that's losing, that flew out there, that drove out there, that paid to see that pay-per-view. Those are the ones that's losing. Hitting people out. Y'all ain't gonna talk about this? That's them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Shout out to everybody, but I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. I rock with you, John. The Don Juan, John. You know what I'm saying? Just it's battle rap is kind of transparent. Now we kind of can see things. You know what I mean? But this ain't no hate. I'm just calling it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody, but I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Don't get mad at me. Y'all be mad at me like, PIPERBOY, like, shut up. Why you always talking? You watching bootleg stuff? Why you always talking about everything? I got a channel. You know what I'm saying? That's why I talk. You know what I mean? People want to hear certain topics. That's why I do some of the most views in battle rap. You know what I mean? I do a lot of them. You know, a lot of numbers, a lot of views, a lot of people coming here because they know I'm gonna tell them like what it is, how I feel. You know what I mean? And not really sugarcoat it. You know what I mean? But shout out to everybody. I'm out. Comment, rate, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think about that. Peace.